Turning the wind into electricity might seem like modern technology, but even in early recorded history, people have harnessed the energy of the wind. More than 2,000 years ago, simple windmills in China were pumping water, while vertical axis windmills were grinding grain in Persia and the Middle East. Modern wind turbines are basically slicker, higher-tech versions of the windmills of the past, but instead of using the wind to do mechanical work, they are designed to convert wind energy into electricity. Wind power is one of the most widely used renewable sources today, and in various countries it accounts for the major proportion of new capacity additions. Worldwide, around 55 gigawatts of wind power capacity was added in 2016, increasing the global installed capacity to nearly 487 gigawatts. This total represents about 4% of the total global electricity production and 24% of the total renewable electricity generation worldwide. The total share of wind power in the global energy mix is still relatively low, but it's growing fast. The global installed capacity increased around 12% between 2015 and 2016 and has increased almost sevenfold over the last 10 years. In addition, according to a recent report from the International Energy Agency, wind power could generate up to 18% of the world's electricity by 2050. Asia represented about half of the added capacity, with Europe and North America accounting for most of the rest. But new markets continue to open around the world. China is the leading nation for new installations. They added almost 24 gigawatts in 2016, for a total installed capacity approaching 169 gigawatts, and accounted for 1/3 of total global capacity by the end of 2016. Elsewhere in Asia, India installed 3.6 gigawatts in 2016. India's record installations were due largely to a rush to take advantage of incentives that were set to decline or expire in 2017. The United States of America ranked second for new additions in 2016 with 8.2 gigawatts, reaching a cumulative capacity of 82 gigawatts by the year's end. Wind power accounted for 1/4 of newly installed US power generating capacity, ranking third after solar PV and natural gas for gross capacity additions. In Europe, offshore wind power saw record low bids for tenders in Denmark and the Netherlands, bringing the region's industry closer to its goal to produce offshore wind more cheaply than coal by 2025. Germany, again, was the largest European market, increasing operating wind capacity by almost 5 gigawatts for a total of almost 50 gigawatts by the end of 2016, with 10% of this being offshore. This boom was driven largely by the looming shift from guaranteed feed-in tariffs to competitive auctions for most renewable installations. In 2016, the total wind power capacity installed in Australia was more than 4 gigawatts, with an annual capacity growth of more than 23% since 2004. This energy source produced around 30% of the country's renewable energy and supplied 5.3% of Australia's overall electricity during 2016. When we think about wind turbines, we usually imagine huge turbines located in farms or remote areas. However, there are also smaller wind turbine applications, often called microturbines, that are playing an important role in various parts of the world. Small wind turbines can be used in urban areas to power communities, businesses, schools, households, and a variety of equipment. They can also be used in remote or rural areas to power basic appliances for lighting, to power refrigerators, to pump water, to charge cell phones, among other things. In addition, hybrid projects, such as combining wind power with solar PV systems, are becoming more common in various countries, including Australia, China, India, Morocco, and the United States of America. There are positive natural synergies that can be generated by these two resources that could contribute to reducing the intermittency issues of renewables, as wind speeds often accelerate when solar irradiation drops. The combination of these two technologies can also be implemented at a smaller scale. For instance, hybrid solar and wind-powered units are increasingly being used for traffic signage, particularly in rural locations, as they avoid the need to build costly new grid connections. The ongoing growth and geographical expansion of wind power has been driven by the continued decline in costs and by targeted renewable energy support mechanisms. So as we can see, wind power is playing an important role in the electricity supply in a growing number of countries, and its future looks promising as affordable, low emissions technologies are the order of the day.